And welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Lost Podcast of Titan, a father and son journey through sci-fi series that unite our generations. And today we have a special Christmas treat for you. Well, not today. It'll be closer to Christmas. But I have spoken with Son the Elder, and he has conveyed his approval to Son the Younger. And I know how much you love our little tangents. So we've actually decided we're going to be doing some guilty pleasure movies where we're not going to be doing the live commentary over them, but if there's a huge outpouring of demand for it, we'll go ahead and do that. But we'll do a small list of movies that are guilty pleasure sci-fi movies, like sci-fi movies we know we really shouldn't like, that have obvious flaws, but we like them anyway. We love them anyway. We can't get enough of them.
You have actual proof that people enjoy our tangents?
No. Well, I mean, I have some friends who've actually listened to it, who actually like our little tangents and commentaries, and just they're rolling laughing, and I'm like, it is interesting. I feel in our podcast format that we're doing usually the opposite. Usually a sci-fi podcast they'll watch the episode and then they'll record their commentary of their thoughts of the episode. Rather than doing it over the episode itself, they don't require the audience to, pull it up, watch with them in the living room experience. And then if they do that, if they do live commentaries on an episode, they'll put it like on a Patreon or something. Whereas for us,
we're doing a commentary track.
We're doing a commentary track,
as if you
and
bought
maybe
a DVD or downloaded some special edition of an episode or movie, and we're one of the featured. Like another feature would be back scenes or blooper reels.
Like if I was a movie producer, one of the little quirks I would have is that every now and again on some major release DVDs there'll be like actors commentaries, director commentaries, special effects commentaries, etc., etc. And then buried into it, I would have Two Schlubs on a Couch commentary. Not for every movie, and they have to be completely unknown. Like maybe they're small podcasters, maybe they're just like, answering an advertisement. We get them a little drunk, have them watch the movie, and that's the commentary track.
Actually,
et cetera, et cetera. The views expressed are not inherent to the views of the movie studio system, but they're funny as fuck. Please enjoy.
Actually, Two Schlubs on a Couch would have been a nice alternate title for this.
Oh my God! Hold on. Two Schlubs on a Couch podcast. We might have an instant name change here. Hold on. Oh my God. Nope. Okay. Sorry. No. There is a podcast called Schlubs, but not Schlubs on a Couch. Two Schlubs on a Couch. So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Two Schlubs on a Couch, sci-fi podcast. But today, we're still rocking and rolling with our modus operandi. We are Star Trek Season 1 original series still. Our episode is Tomorrow is Yesterday. So if you would just go ahead and pause us while you get to your favorite physical media or streaming service and pull up that episode, join us at the 00 mark when you're ready. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to go ahead and get this show started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Wait a minute. What's this shit?
That's the opening of the episode.
What is my G.I. Joe's jet doing in Star Trek?
Well, I know that you sometimes show some disdain at my pedantic nature. That happened to be, so I won't really belabor the point that was what we saw was an F-104 starfighter built by Lockheed. Interceptor fighter. Although I feel that the episode would have been better off doing a Convair 106 Delta Dart, which was a more commonly used fighter interceptor. However, I guess you work with whatever stock footage you have. You've never seen this episode before?
I might have. It's just, it's a back in time episode, so it could be anything. Is this the one where they save the rocket?
Pardon?
Where like they save the launched rocket. Isn't there one where they save like a launch, like a space launch? And why is the Enterprise in the air?
It, it's they're having problems. You'll find out in just a few moments.
Yeah, there's some really obvious problems here.
But the one you're thinking of with the rocket is Assignment Earth, last episode, second season, which was the unfortunately failed Roddenberry pilot.
Okay, I'm going to say it right off the top of the bat. There's reasons why that pilot failed.
No, there isn't. Well, there are reasons that it failed, but I felt it would have been a great series.
Yeah, but you like the Lost in Space, so I really don't trust you.
All right, I only like the first. I'm going to nail
First 6 episodes. Yes.
Yeah. Let everyone in our audience write that down, tattoo it somewhere, and remember that when he continues to yank my chain.
But the chain is there. If the chain is there, it has to be yanked. It's the rule. It's the law.
A button that is made must be pushed.
Yes, especially if it's red and shiny and candy-like. Mm-hmm.
The shit has hit the fan.
It's like, this is with the updated special effects. I would have shuddered to have thought, wait, a black star?
What they were calling a black hole back then.
Wait, really? Is that a real thing? Like they called it a black star, not a black hole?
Some people use the term black sun, black star. What bothers me is that with the Enterprise being a starship and having all kinds of sensors, certainly they would have detected their collision course with a black hole.
Yeah, you're right.
No, I'm on the floor.
Like, she was getting up, you asshole.
Trust Spock to never miss an opportunity.
We're fucked, sir. Some asshole drove into a black star. Sulu. Oh wait, helmsman. It would be the helmsman's problem. Where's the lanky son of a bitch? Who's piloting this shit? Hold on.
Sulu's driving. We're talking about the navigator.
Wait, all right. What does Sulu do? He's the navigator?
Sulu is the helmsman.
Then what is Chekhov? What is Mr. Lanky son of a bitch supposed to be doing?
Navigating.
What did?
He sets the.
Shouldn't that be the same job?
No, you have people on ships that chart courses and such, and then you have the guy standing over there with his hands on the wheel, ready to steer the ship in whichever direction the captain wants.
Well, yes. Like, no, we're just gonna hang out here for a minute, and crash on the planet. Is her hair off?
Maybe.
Huh. Oh yes, Mr. Mid 20th century human history expert over there.
Actually, they were close.
Ta-da. So they hit a black star, and not only are they back in time, they are right on Earth.
Right on Earth. Yeah, we have to swallow a bit of incredulity here.
Yes.
Although it is theorized that you could use black holes as a form of achieving time travel.
Well, yeah. Well, good thing it doesn't have any weapons. Oh wait, is that missiles on the wings?
Yes, the Starfighter does carry both a cannon and missiles. They are equipped to carry, in fact, missiles tipped with nuclear warheads.
Oh shit. And the Romulans fucked them up with that nuclear warhead a few episodes back, so. And also the humans had their only real victory against the Minbari using a nuclear warhead, so. Yay nukes. So, like, how bad was the special effect here back in the day?
These were an improvement, I should mention.
It's like I imagine there's like a little, it's a paper mache cutout that they're just wiggling on the sky.
Actually, you're not too far off.
Oh Lord. You can raise shields now. Oh shit! All right.
Well, dial it down a bit.
Yeah, seriously. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Nope. 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 Wait, is Scotty in the engine room or is he in the transporter room? Because he was getting power back to the ship.
Yeah, I need to see if that's Scotty at the console.
And if he was, if the captain was like talking to the person in the transporter room, why would he assume it's? Why is he talking to Scotty? Well, yes. All Russian spies do. Da. Shout out to our Russian listener. Da. Berates. Or that's Italian. Never mind. Whatever. I'm sure Russians like good food. And of course, there's the eye. There's the light just over his eyes. The pin light.
He knows where to stand in the transporter room to get that effect.
Uh huh.
Spock told you.
Seriously. Yes, Jesus, Spock. Like what? Like what do you want to do? Grab the chunks?
Welcome.
And we didn't see who's at the transporter, so that's like someone won a contest at KBFA Radio LA for a role on Star Trek, just so his right hand could be seen pushing the little things up forward a bit.
Keep walking.
Yes, I'm sure there are women on the planet that you just, flew off of.
Well, women in the military were still rare, unfortunately.
Oh, so there are 12 constellation ships. Okay, all right.
Yeah, Constitution class.
Yeah, yeah. We're from the future. There.
Let's get it out.
Credits roll.
Let's get it.
Time warp. Now, see, the time warp, you take a jump to the left, and then you do a step to the right.
With your hands on your hips.
Hand on your hips.
And your knees in
and you pull your knees in tight.
That would have been so cool.
He was in a Chinese rice picker accident. What the okay, no, all right.
We should have had him isolated in a room somewhere.
Beamed to medbay, immediately sedated.
Welcome to Screw Up Theater.
I mean, like, okay. The way he's got those eyes going, he's gonna be fucking everything on the ship in about 20 minutes.
Yes, let's go over to the other side of the bridge where you can't hear us. And guess who told him all about this?
Yeah, I know.
Like, what if you had a magazine from the future on sports scores?
Sport the Gray Sports Almanac. Yeah.
Oddly enough, I was watching the final countdown last night.
Final countdown of what?
The final countdown, that was the movie where the aircraft carrier Nimitz is sent back in time to the day before Pearl Harbor.
Oh, I never seen that movie.
Uh, you should take it in. It's actually quite good. It's on YouTube right now.
Oh, that's a good sign. So when was this movie made?
1980s.
Oh Lord, a 1980s movie on YouTube? Oh, holy shit. How bad is this film?
It's actually pretty good.
Uh-huh.
With Kirk Douglas, Martin Sheen.
Wait. They gave him rank?
Well, they didn't want to. They felt he'd be more comfortable in a uniform, but yeah, I guess they did give him rank.
What the okay.
You'll get an explanation in just a moment.
Familiar. Ah.
Oh, really?
So let's set course to Sigma 14. Maximum warp. Also, why does he have a knife on his desk?
Good eyes. I haven't noticed that before.
Spock, what the fuck are you doing? You just bitched out your captain for this shit.
Really?
And you're like, oh yeah, transporter. We'll just send you down anywhere. Why, it's just logical. Ooh. Ah, fuck you.
Burn.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Well, alright, set phasers to vaporize.
That would have been the simplest solution, unfortunately. I know that makes me sound callous, but
This is why I dig the Romulans. They wouldn't have really been that concerned.
if this was a Romulan series, the episode
Oh
would
wait,
have been
no,
over.
I'm sorry. If this was Romulans, he would actually be brought back to Romulus and made a sex slave of a female Romulan general, if I recall correctly. Which is a fate worse than death, let me tell you. Oh no. Stop. Deeper.
Ask the navigator.
Wait a minute. Okay. Vulcans had space travel at this point in time. Just go to Vulcan.
Decades before they actually met humanity, that would screw a lot. I would still screw things up.
Well, I mean, if you're going to be stuck here and this time. I mean, what are they going to do? Put some supercharged nuclear substance in the warp core from the base that he just came from using his help? That would be silly.
Oh, you made the computer cry. You
Really,
you
seriously.
cad.
Also, like, I don't really mind. Like, if I had a recording computer and it called me dear, well, okay, it's my computer.
Giggle on occasion.
Yeah, sometimes a giggle is warranted. Did you seriously not guard him?
Seriously, not guarded him.
Oh, fuck. Listen, you didn't beam down to a planet of barbarians without your phasers, so far you're still higher. You're still at a better level than Captain Pike. But this is just incredibly stupid right here.
Here's where keeping him in his original uniform might have been a good idea.
Punch, chop.
If I have learned anything in this study of these episodes, it's a growing disdain for Starfleet security.
On top of that, like, uh, even if you don't fight, it takes more than just a chop and a punch usually, especially if you're trained in the military. But they can't waste like 5 minutes doing world star hip hop street fights. So that'd also be interesting. Like, what is the trash websites they go to in the 23rd, 24th century? Like drunkklingons.com,
Or
the Ferengi Home Shopping Network,
thrash metal Vulcans.
Thrashman. Oh Jesus. Logic. Math. Pawn far. They basically release an album once every 7 years. There you go.
Well, we can try lobotomy.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa!
What the fuck?
Wow!
Hmm. Huh.
Oops! Spoilers. It's ordained he must have Nookie with his wife at least one more time, so
I mean, doesn't have to marry her.
he's an officer
What?
and a
What?
gentleman. I'm sure he is married.
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, I'm archaic now, as among my other sins.
Did you see how he was looking at every yeoman on the ship?
Well, there's no harm in window shopping.
Window shopping. Or seeing what else is on the menu when you're on a diet, yes.
You're always window shopping, but never stopping to buy.
Oh, he's been advised he'll have a son, an important son, and now he's all willing and cooperative.
Well, he figures he's got them over a barrel, which in fact he does.
Mm-hmm. Cryosleep. We'll hang out around Pluto. Yeah, but you see, by the time they were in Star Trek 4, Voyage Home, like, time travel's an old hat to these people.
Yes, actually, and they are also using a variation of the solution Spock is coming up with.
Yeah. Except in that movie, he did it in his head, because he's a show off.
Yeah, I'll bet you would.
Well, like, eventually you're going to have to let him go anyway.
Yes.
So why, like, it's preordained. This is the Terminator paradox. So yeah, everything's preordained. They should just toss him out the back end of their ship. He'll make it to Earth just fine. Because the Enterprise is there, and, had to have tossed him out in order for the Enterprise to be there, for the Enterprise to exist. His son has to go to Saturn, so there you go. What the fuck was he doing just... Oh, he was sneezing. Okay, alright, never mind.
Sneezing on duty.
Also good timing.
Yeah, a few seconds earlier it might have been awkward. Just being conspicuous.
Look at that. A paper, pinup board.
Bowling trophies.
And I'm just going to yoink this one right here.
The temptation to swipe something would be sort of overpowering, at least in my case.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I'm sorry. If if I'm back in, Victorian England, yeah, I'm swiping something. An ashtray, doesn't even matter.
I would like to suggest that, they beam me into a comic book store or a toy shop.
Yeah, but then if they carbon date the item, like, it would be too perfect if you wanted to like, try and sell it.
Oh, heck no, I'd keep it. Do we
Classified, classified, classified.
Do we know what we're looking for?
I don't know, but it would have been hilarious if this actually took place in the Watergate Hotel. Like, a little bit of a rework, and this would have been, like, perfect.
I'll bet it doesn't even giggle.
Wait, they get these demonstrated in museums? I didn't get this demonstrated in any fucking thing.
Probably as part of pre-atomic war Earth.
I am. Fuck you. God damn. He's so cold as ice and cool sometimes, and then other times he's just so fucking insufferable. Maybe that's why it's only Ponfar once every 7 years, because the women can't stand them for like 6.5. Like, go ahead, go do your science thing. I'll be here in a few years.
Gasp.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh Jesus fucking Christ, no.
Well, what's one more screw up in this episode?
Oh Lord. Oh, how convenient that he's facing the wrong direction.
Exactly.
Shoot.
I was gonna say, yeah, the devil. Blah 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 blah.
I mean, Uhura sang a song about it, so yeah. Another problem. just stun him. Just stun
There you
him. All
go.
right.
Just stun him and put him somewhere. Tuck him somewhere.
Put him sedated in the med bay.
And lock the door this time.
Also, turn out the lights. Didn't they have the lights on when they were in there?
Yes.
Oh God.
Blam.
But seriously, sedate him. The Dr. Bones is right there. Just, psst, you know, have him resting comfortably in the med bay. When you figure out what to do, drop him out of the airlock.
Well,
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Take him back to Romulan for, you know,
another.
government service. Government service.
Well, it probably would turn out that the security guard had a descendant who would be president of the Federation someday. So, I mean, the way their luck's been going.
Fair enough. Yeah. Now, what would have been even more hilarious is if they found out while they're sneaking around here, there were actual Russian spies also sneaking around, and Spock is like, "All right, look. So this venture failed, but they did something so that they actually got data. So now they have to stop the Russians from getting back to Russia with the data to stop the timeline from being like just keep adding wrenches to it."
That would really make a crowded episode.
It's a two-parter. Two-parter.
Ah. He knows what a dark room is?
Of course, he's fucking Kirk. And I bet he also knows how to develop film. Because that's something everybody learned in school. No, we didn't.
Actually, I did, but those were odd.
Yes, you did, but when did you go to school again?
I was in high school in the 70s, and I was supposed to be taking physics, but the physics teacher was more interested in photography than physics, so he taught us how to develop film, which I wish I still knew how to do. It was interesting, but...
Yes, it would have landed you many a job. So they just got away with teaching you photography instead of physics.
Yeah. Well, Elgin High School. What
Like,
was that? How?
I'm fairly certain that was illegal.
Well, I'm fairly certain that you didn't get too many physicists out of the Elgin Independent School District.
Well, no, of course not, because they're teaching them fucking photography. Fuck. So when you got your report card, did it say photography or physics?
Physics.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, God. This gets worse the more I think about it. This is a sci-fi podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Oh.
And not only that, but the teacher, swiped my girlfriend.
The teacher swiped your girlfriend?
Yeah. It's a complicated story, and we really should try and stay more on subject here.
Hold on a minute. You can't drop that. I know we're watching Star Trek here, but, this is Kirk trying to stop stuff, so we know where this is going. Wait, the teacher stole your girlfriend?
All right. She she was a fellow student, and he was the teacher, and they were actually having a thing going on. But, of course, you know what a train wreck that could lead to. So they apparently...
Well, no, this is Elgin, Texas, where they teach photography instead of physics, so this could have worked out happily ever after.
But they felt they needed a decoy, and so I was selected.
You were the beard. Okay, all right. That was... Jesus Christ.
Let's talk about your love life for a while.
I mean, at the very least, I wasn't used as a beard by a teacher. Oh, Lord. Probably, yeah.
Stop screaming.
Spock's like, I understand you're upset, but I just learned that in Elgin, Texas, they're teaching photography instead of physics. I have checked our time records. And this seriously impacts the timeline. If we teach people, from poor communities physics, they might be able to no longer live in poor communities.
Poor communities will acquire the bomb.
Lord.
I'm certain the curriculum has been corrected by now.
Are we? No. Just go ahead and Google Texas school books if you want to cry tears. Captain James Tiberius Kirk. Wait a minute. Are those uniforms purple, or is this just a bad color job?
It should be blue.
Blue, right? Yeah.
I know, it's coming off a bit purple to me as well.
But these were originally black and white, right?
No, they were in color.
And they thought this was good?
Well, I originally saw the episodes in black and white because we didn't have a color TV back then. As you gasp in shock how the prime guy was.
No, that's natural.
Oh, we should talk.
At least I'm wearing yellow and not purple. It's like, you look like the gay Gestapo. Come on.
I don't think he'd get very far with those guys calling them the gay Gestapo.
I bet the guy behind them studied his lines all day, preparing for this role, looking in the mirror, practicing holding his hands behind his back.
Thinking, this is my springboard to stardom.
That's right.
I don't even know who the guy is.
So it says here you were a star on Star Trek. Could you tell us more about your role? Well, you see, I dressed up like the gay Gestapo and stood behind Captain Kirk while my co-actor, yelled at him. But I was the linchpin of the scene, you see. I was the anchor. And also, I don't have a standard issue Air Force revolver. It's a pearl handle.
I noticed that myself.
The fuck?
I believe it should have been a 45 automatic. Ooh.
Predestination. Come on, he'll make it. Really, Spock's not thinking about this logically.
And I hate to say this, but Captain Christopher is really the most sensible person in the room right now.
Yeah. Wait, how does he know what the coordinates are?
They had to work it out in order to send Sulu and the captain down first. No.
Oof.
At least they didn't give him a phaser. That would have been the cherry on top.
Pew pew pew.
Look what I got from the future.
But Spock doesn't have a phaser. Can we sedate this dude?
Ugh.
He's just hanging out in the goddamn transporter room?
Yeah.
Oh, no, 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 no.
They didn't want the guard wandering around the ship, so that gave them an excuse to put food replicator slots in the transporter room of all places.
Wait, he had to put in the blue card for chicken soup?
Yeah. You have a card for chicken soup, have a card for borscht, you have a card for green bean casserole.
Bouillabaisse. Here we go. What do you do? Give him his old uniform.
The flight uniform?
Yes.
Well, it might have made more sense.
Yes.
Well, I finally get to do something. Hooray.
Neck pinch. Dinner. Wait, there was no dinner. That's not a proper Vulcan neck pinch.
You didn't do the dinner. You're usually the one doing the dinner.
No, no, no. I mean, like the musical cue. There was no dinner. You say that to the, oh, Lord.
You treacherous little bastard.
So you know so much about the Air Force. Is there really 498 Air Force groups?
I've often wondered as to the reason how they number and identify various commands and squadrons and stuff, and I have no idea. I need to make I wish I had another look at that, because I'd like to go on Wikipedia and see if there's an actual base number.
Yeah.
Oops.
Dinner. Okay, that's better.
Oh.
Damn. We're like 10 minutes to the end and like we're still stuck back in time. Holy shit.
I'm surprised he didn't.
Our first appearance is Scotty.
No, he was seen earlier when he was explaining the situation to Kirk over the intercom.
Yeah, no, I mean that's a voiceover.
No. We saw him earlier. He was saying that the engines were all right, but we didn't have anywhere to go.
Okay.
We're not. sponsor it.
Wait, no, hold on. You're going to replace... No.
They're going to be, yeah, they're going to try and rewind the tape.
So you might end up in the future.
Tragedy.
I know, and like they could just go to the future, grab some tech, and go back in time. Like the Borg are now no longer an issue. I'm sure this has been brought up before, though. So I'm sure it's all Bureau fucking 13 or whatever the fuck the guy has a hard on for it, keeping the timeline intact.
Those agents from there is some agency that in the Next Generation, or actually Deep Space Nine period, that handles incidents.
Yeah, the Time Bureau. I thought that was Bureau 13.
No, Bureau 13 was sort of a deep black department. But in that episode, More Triples, or Troubles, I believe, they did mention how Captain Kirk has the biggest file on their records.
Yeah, that would make sense. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. He could see the
That doesn't
chronometer
make
from
sense.
way back there.
No, he just calculated in his head that the chronometers would start moving backwards at this time because he's a smug fucking asshole.
If the chronometers are moving backwards, then wouldn't they be moving backwards? Wouldn't we be hearing all this dialogue in reverse?
Yeah, you're right. I don't think Spock really knows what he's doing.
Oh my God! Really? Oh, I gotta get.
That would be... What if... Oh, no, no, no. What if there was a Vulcan who was actually an idiot? Like, a Vulcan who just didn't care.
Spock's brother?
No, that's more of a religious megalomaniac. I'm talking about just not interested in logic, not interested in science. Really just wants to get the fuck off Vulcan, travel around, open a bar. The bar's name is Ponfar, you know.
A Vulcan bartender.
A Vulcan bartender, yeah.
Or instead of Ponfar, you could call the bar the 7 Years Inn.
No, that's a hotel.
Oh. Well, then Warp 8 should have already passed Earth by now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, if you had been Christopher, would have you been tempted to sneak a bit of Federation technology back with you?
I wouldn't have been an Air Force captain. And besides, like, I wouldn't know how to make it work. And if I make any changes, I might lose my son. So, you know.
True. Well, there was that bum in City on the Edge of Forever. He obviously wouldn't have known how to make a hand phaser work, but he managed to vaporize himself.
Wait a minute. Hold on. He wasn't teleported until after the tractor beam, so the pilot was still there.
No,
Like his past self was still there.
they teleported him into the plane before the tractor beam, before he spotted the Enterprise. He can't even describe it, and if there was no Enterprise to describe, then there was no Enterprise to lock onto a tractor beam. And why the heck are you smiling, Uhura?
And what? Okay. What about him?
Well, they beamed,
That is not where he was teleported from.
but that's where. Okay, that's where he was at the particular time. Yeah, it's complicated. I'm seeing your point. Here.
No. What this is implying is that they just had them replace the place they were before, and there is now a Captain what's his face and Lieutenant so and so floating dead in space, hoping no one notices. I mean, I think this is the plot of Looper, which I actually haven't seen, but I think it's somewhat familiar.
It sounds.
Where it's like you can do whatever you want, but your younger self is going to kill your older self.
Thank you.
They have seatbelts. I've seen them with seatbelts before. Dun dun. Well, this is a perfect excuse now to go back to Starbase and fix your computer, since you don't have to have the engines looked at. Mm-hmm. We just said, like, Lord.
If it was put to a vote among the fans, and if
Yes.
the opinion of fans had meant anything, I wonder if we still would have ended up with the giggly female computer.
I kind of like it.
I do too. The episode was written by D.C. Fontana, who also wrote Journey to Babel, Charlie X.
Oh, so far 1 for 3.
She wrote a few more. Did some rewrite work. At that time, she was the youngest script writer, I believe, working in Hollywood. Just let me check.
What a dame!
Yeah.
I wonder if Lucille Ball had a hand in that.
No, I don't think so. At the age of 27, Fontana was the youngest story editor in Hollywood at that time, and also one of the few female staff writers.
Huh.
She unfortunately passed away a year ago.
And City on the Edge of the Forever is uncredited. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it isn't.
Yeah. It's uncredited co-writer on City on the Edge of Forever.
Okay, well, Harlan Ellison liked her, so I'm sure he appreciated.
You sure she was fine?
Yeah, I'm sure he appreciated her help.
Her help, air quotes. Okay.
Be nice.
I am being nice. I am the nicest that there ever was.
I mean, Ellison
So what did you think of the episode?
Ellison appreciated genuine talent, as we both know.
Air quotes, talent.
I'm going to give this one a B plus. because of all the mess ups that everyone was making in this episode. I mean, yeah, so they weren't really prepared to find guests from the past on board the Enterprise. But I think a little quicker thinking would have solved a whole lot of problems. Unfortunately, we would not have had an episode
The
then.
fact that Spock bitched out, the fact that Spock bitched out Kirk for doing something that then 20 seconds later he would do when he was explaining how a transporter worked. Like, Jesus Christ, let's get it together. But then again, like, they also, how many time travel plots had there been before this other than, H.G. Wells' The Time Machine?
Twilight Zone did some time travel. Outer Limits did some time travel.
Well, those are contemporaries, right? They came out around the same time as Star Trek, right?
A little bit before.
Okay. So I still count that as contemporary. It was still new ground. But yeah, so it's like, I mean, it's the preordained paradox again. If the Enterprise has to exist in order to pull out Captain Pike, then no matter what they do when they throw him down, he will somehow have a kid who will somehow do whatever it is that needs to be done to get a Enterprise.
True. And as Captain...
And clearly this is a ripoff of Harlan Ellison's episode Soldier.
So he would sue.
So he would sue, yes.
I'd like to see an interview of whoever handled Ellison's court cases. That'd be interesting.
Harlan Ellison's lawyer? Let's see. Harlan Ellison's lawyer is
living in Bolivia under an assumed name.
Jesus, hold on. Nope. Nothing. Oh, wait. Scrapped Wall Street Journal. People. Oh, he's upset that people were downloading his stuff, which is makes sense because if you wrote a book, you do kind of want to get paid for it.
Yeah.
And he bought a billboard outside of a movie studio that said, "Writers don't let them steal from you."
Yeah.
That's good enough. Oh, did you hear the controversy about Dave Chappelle? Or do you even know who Dave Chappelle is?
I've heard of Dave Chappelle. Apparently, it's someone I don't follow closely.
Well, he was a comedian who had a big hit show in the 90s. And when he signed the contract...
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I saw a podcast involving that.
Yeah. Wait, you listen to other podcasts other than our own? What kind of bullshit is this?
I like to try and keep up to date on the news, so I do listen. Can I mention podcast names?
No, you didn't.
No, but could I?
But if you want to tell us what podcasts you listen to, ladies and gentlemen, you can let us know at lostpodcasttitan@gmail.com.
Especially if we're on the list.
Especially if we are. Well, I mean, we have to be on the list because that's how they got our email address.
That's true. But, I also listen to Yellow Flash 2, Clownfish TV.
Well, those are videos. Like, I don't count Clownfish TV as a podcast. I count it as a YouTube channel.
Well, I'm not wanting to listen to... I can watch the video and get the general gist of the arguments.
Yeah, even if you're not watching it, yeah.
Oh, how did you...
Oh, wait, I got spam? Wait, hold on. I'm checking the YouTube channel. Oh, lovely. Anyway, we are just going to report that.
But I was going to ask...
report.
I was going to ask, what did you think of the episode?
Oh, I give it a B minus. It was still good. It's just I was frustrated with how stupid and cavalier they were being about the whole situation. Like they knew within a short enough period of time that things were a bit fucked, and maybe they shouldn't be divulging that much. And then they just let what's his face hang out in the transporter room eating chicken soup. Like, what sort of nonsense is this? But I think that's where we'll go ahead and leave off, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope y'all have a wonderful day and join us again next time.
Were we going to announce what we're going to do next time to whet the audience's appetite?
Oh, we did that at the beginning of the episode, didn't we? Oh, wait, you mean the next episode of Star Trek in case we don't have the movies ready. Okay.
Well, that would help too. But yeah, I was thinking about. I don't think you really mentioned.
I thought I did.
Okay, well maybe you did, but go ahead. Well, let's see. Where are we?
We'll do it. Okay, all right. Our next Star Trek episode, we'll do it like that. Our next Star Trek episode is going to be Court Martial. Yes,
Ooh.
for fucking around with the timeline, James T. Kirk is going to get what's coming to him, and for sexually assaulting multiple Yalemen. Oh yes, it's his Me Too movement. I guarantee.
It's going to be the big spank.
Yes, and we'd also been discussing the possibility of doing guilty pleasure sci-fi movies where we give you sci-fi movies that really aren't good, but we love them anyway, and we'll explain why, maybe why you should watch them, and try to make that one somewhat spoiler-free. But you'll see in the episode title which one it'll be, because I think we want to give this one some thought and come out with some really good movie possibilities for y'all to watch.
Yes, rants and tangents galore.
Rants and tangents galore, yes. But yeah, so we'll see y'all next time.
Yes, and y'all take care and happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.